So, here we are again, James, Abraham, back in Gerar, pulling the same old trick. He tells everyone Sarah is his sister. Can you believe it? It's like a rerun of the Pharaoh incident, but now with Abimelech, the king of Gerar.
It's just baffling, isn't it? After all he's been through and the promises God has made, he still resorts to deception out of fear. You'd think a man of such faith would have learned his lesson by now.
Right, but he fears they'll kill him for Sarah. So Abimelech innocently takes Sarah, believing her to be available. But God, God steps in with a mighty hand. He appears to Abimelech in a dream, telling him, "You are a dead man because of the woman whom you have taken, for she is a man's wife."
A dead man. That's quite the divine intervention. Abimelech, in his defense, claims integrity of heart and innocence of hands, and God confirms he acted without malice, saying he prevented him from sinning. It truly highlights God's unwavering protection, even when Abraham stumbles.
Absolutely. It just shows God's faithfulness is so much bigger than our human failings, isn't it? And then he tells Abimelech to restore Sarah because Abraham is a prophet and will pray for him. If not, death. So Abimelech, he's terrified, He calls all his servants, tells them everything, and then he confronts Abraham. Oh, that must have been an awkward conversation, eh? What have you done to us? How have I offended you that you have brought on me and on my kingdom a great sin?
Oh, I can just picture it. Abimelech probably quite firm and Abraham just sort of shuffling his feet. And Abraham's explanation, it's kind of a half-truth, isn't it? He says, she is the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother. So like a half-sister. But still, the intent was deceptive, wasn't it? He basically uses her, as a shield to protect himself.
Yeah, exactly. It's a technical truth, but the spirit of it was totally misleading. And it reveals a lack of trust in God's protection, which is like a recurring theme with him sometimes. But Abimelech, to his credit, responds with incredible generosity. He takes sheep, oxen, servants, gives them to Abraham, and restores Sarah. And then he even gives Sarah 1,000 pieces of silver, saying it vindicates her. But it's also a bit of a public rebuke, isn't it? Saying, I've given your brother 1,000 pieces. It's like your brother caused this mess.
Oh, a subtle but very clear rebuke indeed. And then Abraham finally prays for Abimelech, and God heals everyone in Abimelech's household because the Lord had closed up all the wombs in his house because of Sarah. It's a pretty intense situation all around, isn't it? But ultimately, God's plan prevails despite Abraham's, his moments of weakness.
Totally. And that leads us perfectly into chapter 21, which is just pure joy. Because after all that drama, God finally fulfills his promise. The Lord visited Sarah just as he said he would. And Sarah, in her old age, she conceives and bears Abraham a son at the set time God had spoken. Oh, it's just so beautiful and perfect.
It is, isn't it? After all those years of waiting, of doubt, of trying to take things into their own hands with Hagar, finally the promised son arrives, and Abraham calls him Isaac, which means he laughs or laughter, doesn't it? It's just so fitting considering Sarah's initial reaction when she heard she'd have a child.
Exactly. She laughed with disbelief back then, and now she's laughing with joy. She says, God has made me laugh, and all who hear will laugh with me. It's just imagine the sheer overwhelming happiness after being barren for so long and being, 100 years old for Abraham and 90 for Sarah. It's a true miracle, a testament to God's power and faithfulness. And then they circumcise Isaac when he's 8 days old as commanded. It's all just falling into place, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. It's the culmination of years of anticipation. And Sarah's words, who would have said to Abraham that Sarah would nurse children, just really capture that sense of disbelief turning into absolute delight. It's a powerful moment, showing that even when human plans fail, God's promises always come to pass, often in the most unexpected and, joyous ways.
But James, as often happens, this pure joy around Isaac's birth becomes complicated. With the promised son growing, a shadow falls upon Abraham's household.
And that shadow, Amara, quickly takes the form of Sarah's jealousy. She sees Ishmael, Hagar's son, scoffing, and demands Abraham cast out Hagar and her son, declaring he won't be heir with Isaac. It puts Abraham in an incredibly difficult position.
Indeed, he's displeased for Ishmael's sake, but God intervenes. He tells Abraham to listen to Sarah, confirming Isaac is the promised heir. But he also reassures him, "Yet I will also make a nation of the son of the bondwoman, because he is your seed." God's compassion, even amid such difficult choices.
So Abraham, in obedience, sends Hagar and Ishmael away with just bread and water. The image of them wandering lost in the wilderness of Beersheba, the water running out, Hagar placing Ishmael under a shrub to avoid watching him die, it's truly heartbreaking.
A profound despair, but God hears Ishmael's cry. An angel calls to Hagar, reveals a well of water, and promises Ishmael will become a great nation. He grows to be an archer, thriving in the wilderness, showing God's faithfulness extends to all his children, even those cast out.
God's divine provision truly extends to all, James. As Ishmael thrives, we pivot back to Abraham in Gerar. Abimelech and Phicol, observing God's favor on him, approach to forge a covenant. They seek an oath that Abraham will not deal falsely with them or their descendants, recognizing his elevated standing.
It's a significant shift showcasing Abraham's growing influence despite past deceptions. He agrees, but firmly brings up the grievance of a well seized by Abraham-led servants. It's a powerful assertion of his rights. A bold move. Abimelech, pleading ignorance, accepts Abraham's terms. Abraham sets aside 7 ewe lambs as a witness to the well he dug. This oath-bound place becomes Beersheba, the well of the oath, solidifying a peaceful claim to vital water.
Indeed, a binding agreement. Abraham plants a tamarisk tree there, calling on the name of the Lord, the everlasting God. It's a beautiful way to conclude, affirming that through every challenge, God's enduring faithfulness and provision remain absolute.
Oh, James, after the peace at Beersheba, one might expect tranquility. Yet Abraham faced his most agonizing directive, a command that would truly test the very fabric of his devotion.
Indeed, Amara. God's voice pierced that peace, demanding the unthinkable. Take your son, your only son Isaac, whom you love, and offer him there as a burnt offering on Moriah. This contradicted all previous promises about Isaac.
Precisely. The promised heir, the son of laughter, now destined for sacrifice. It's a divine paradox that would break a lesser man. Still, Abraham, with a resolve bordering on the divine, rose early.
He did. Without question or hesitation, he saddled his donkey, took Isaac and 2 servants, and began the 3-day journey to Moriah. His silent obedience in face of such a demand exemplifies a faith that transcends human understanding.
The journey to Moriah was steeped in a silence heavier than any earthly burden, James. 3 agonizing days, with every step drawing them closer to the unimaginable.
And Isaac, innocent and trusting, eventually broke that silence, didn't he? Father, here is the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for the burnt offering? A question that must have pierced Abraham's very soul.
Oh, it did, James. But Abraham, his voice undoubtedly trembling yet firm, uttered those profound words of faith. God himself will provide the lamb for a burnt offering, my son. A declaration of absolute trust, even when the path was shrouded in darkness. And while you're contemplating that unwavering faith, remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Sign up for a free Bible study course located on our channel page to dive deeper.
A truly remarkable response, Amara. They arrived at the designated place, and Abraham, with what must have been unbearable resolve, built the altar and arranged the wood. The weight of his obedience, the magnitude of this command, it's almost incomprehensible. incomprehensible yet undeniable. He bound his beloved son Isaac and laid him on the altar, upon the wood. The knife raised, James, the ultimate act of surrender, a testament to a faith so profound it redefined